Hey, and welcome to another episode of Beatle Dustino, coming at you again with another video. We're going to continue on with the What's on the Rack videos here. We're going to do Top Shelf Section 3, which is just off camera. I know I was just checking the space there. You can't really see it. Some of my videos, though, you do get a little corner of it there. And of course, before we get started with the video, I just want to take a moment to thank everybody that has subscribed. And thanks to everybody leaving a comment. I do appreciate the comments and have fun talking with you, as I always say. And to anybody that hasn't subscribed, please subscribe. Trying to make this a safe, positive space. Just talk about Beatles physical media, and I really enjoy it. But anyways, let's get on with episode 3 of What's on the Rack. And of course, as I said in the intro there, I have done a little rearranging here. Of course, what I did, I took out a couple of the doubled up albums that were in here that I had showed you in the first episode and made room for the Revolver Special Edition 2-disc set there. So that guy's sitting up there now, and just kind of squeeze these guys all over. The Past Masters are now in here. We do got an open space here, as you'll see, when we get talking about the first set here. Of course, in episode 2, we were talking about the anthologies. We covered the Anthology 1 sampler, Anthology 1, and the Anthology 2 sampler, and Anthology 2. And I said we kind of had to end it there because that was literally where the rack ended there, that section of the rack. And I said I'm going to do these in order of what is on the rack. As we were covering section 2 there, unfortunately, Anthology 3 did not fit into that section. Now it does, though, so it's going to join section 2. I did mention, too, I didn't have the sampler to this one, so you don't have that, or do I not have it? Well, it's on the way. I did order it after watching that, doing the editing, hearing myself say that repeatedly. I got 1 and 2. Why not find 3? And I did find a good price, and it says it's in good shape on Discogs, so of course I picked it up, and it's on the way. So that I'll be having to figure out how to squeeze in there. Hey, whoa. Hold that video there. Nice that we can edit. There it is. We've got it. The Anthology 3 sampler. So we'll just cut this, splice this in, because I'm still working on the edit there. But there, of course, was the front. There we got the inside there with the disc. Show you the back here quick. I guess I forgot that. And then we'll show the spine. Just trying to do this nice and quick just to squeeze it in the video. And this will make it onto the third shelf there. Something else that we're going to show you here might squeeze down. So anyways, back to What's on the Rack, volume 3, episode 3. I don't know, I guess we're going episode, not volume. There we go. What's on the Rack, episode 3. Anyways, kind of going off the rails here already. So let's take a look at Anthology 3, and of course continue with that next section of the Klaus Voormann artwork. Of course, everything recently with Revolver, and this is the other set of albums that he did some artwork for, and this stuff is amazing. I've always loved this Anthology artwork. And there's disc 2, of course, in the fatty jewel case again. Like I said, I'm going to just add this right in to section 2. So technically it was section 3, but now it's section 2, and you should see it sitting up there. So we'll have that up there now. And I do got a couple of new things to add into section 3, so I kind of had to make room. But anyways, up next, we've got the 1999 issue of the Beatles Yellow Submarine song track. And let's see here. Show you on these here. Of course, I'm going to show it to you this way because it's really cool how the Yellow Submarine goes from the front to the back. They really did a good job on the artwork on this packaging. Yeah, of course, this was a remix album. One of the first times that we got anything remixed. We'll hold that track list up there a little as I'm talking about the remix there. So, of course, all those songs, and this was one of their first remixes they got. And all these have been a little different, too. So there's a lot from Sgt. Pepper's and Revolver on here. And the 2017 mix on Sgt. Pepper's and now the 2022 mix on Yellow Submarine, or on Revolver, all, of course, had tracks on here, but they're quite different remixes on that. So interesting to kind of compare and contrast everything there. But yeah, there's Yellow Submarine song track. And we got more Yellow Submarine song track. I don't think we'll ever have anything quite to the extent of all the variations on CD of the Red and the Blue albums, but of course we this did get reissued in the digi-sleeve style after 2009, kind of making a uniform collection to the packaging, of course with the digi-sleeve and the little Beatles logo up in the corner there. So this isn't quite the trifold like the others are. The Live at the Hollywood Bowl was kind of this way too, just the gatefold with it. This has not been remastered or remixed or anything from the original one. It's still got the 1999 copyrights and everything on it. So, and I believe where this one came out to accompany the DVD set came out in 99. And this one was out to accompany the Blu-ray for the first time. It's kind of losing me. I think it was 2011. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, and I'll put words up in the corner here. That always helps me correct myself, those cheeky words up in the corner. Then, of course, up next for any of the compilations and stuff that we got, it would be the 2000 release of One. Show you the back here first. I think I've been forgetting to show the spine on these. Of course, we'll open it up. Really cool booklet showing all the old singles from throughout the world with the different picture sleeves that they had. So that's cool to look through on the book. But of course, I'm just kind of show you what the disc is and what's on the rack, not so much what's in the package. We had that one in 2000, and then later on, again, to kind of match up with the 2009 packaging, they reissued it again in the digi sleeve. Of course, I'll just pull out the book like that, just show you how pockets in there. And unlike the Yellow Submarine, where it's a straight up just repackaging, this one is remastered with the 2009 remasters. And I got to check the year on this one again too, is leaving my head again. I think it was 2011 with this. But of course, there's another version of One. And I should have showed this with the last one, but I said I got a couple of new things. I got recently a sealed copy of One, and this is the original 2000, and I got it because of that hype sticker there. I'm trying to collect sealed packages with hype stickers right now, and this one caught my eye. So I guess One was kind of turned like the Red and the Blue albums there, with all those variations there. And we've still got another One variation, and this one again totally different too, because this is another remix. This came out in 2015. They did this with the other one with the DVD and Blu-rays and all that. This is the One CD and Blu-ray package. I don't got just the single CD of this in the red packaging. Of course, it is done up. This one's a digi pack, not the digi sleeve, but they kept the similar with the pocket there with the book, and then we got the CD and then the DVD there. Of course, when we do get to that, I know you can all see one plus in there, and that is the Blu-ray on that one. So, but yeah, I just had to kind of add this into the collection with a little bit different packaging, especially with the different color combo there with the yellow and the red instead of the red and the yellow. And then of course we'll show you the back here. I don't think I showed that, so you can see the track listing. Show you the spine there. But just a nice little package to have there. And that should conclude the One. So up next, after One, so it would be Love would be kind of the next one that came out. And this is the sampler that came out, a little 4-track sampler. There is a interview disc too that I'd really like to find someday. Been eyeing that, trying to look on Discogs and such for it. There's the disc. So of course next we got the sampler. That means we got the main album next. And this is an absolute favorite of mine. I know this is kind of a either love it or hate it type thing. I absolutely love it. I've been blown away with this from the moment I first got it. I got it one of the first days it was released. I remember popping it into the old CD player in my car, leaving Best Buy. Just blown away with it. Not really at that time. I didn't really know about the show. I'm surprised I didn't. I guess I was kind of slacking on my Beatles news, I guess. And I guess Vegas also wasn't just something right on my mind to go run off to go see a show in Vegas. But of course, my very first video, I did talk about my tickets and getting to go see that show with my buddy and our just amazing time there and how great our seats were, and such a fun show. If you ever get a chance to go see it, I don't know how much has changed over the years. That was pretty early on. I think it was 2009. I went to go see it, March of 2009. I suppose it's changed, and I really, really want to get to Vegas to go see it again. Like, that's the only thing I want to do. I don't even care to go do anything else in Vegas. I just want to go stay at the Mirage, go down and see the show, and head home, I guess. Maybe a future episode of Beatles Dusty. Do a little practice here. Beatles Destino coming at you live from the Las Vegas Strip. That could be fun. I really enjoy Love, though. Such a fun remix, just mashing everything up. I love Rubber Soul, and therefore Driving My Car. I mean, it just peaks my ears up. Driving My Car, the word, and What You're Doing. And how cool What You're Doing mixes in with Drive My Car. It's just so cool. But anyways, here's the DVD set of it. I dragged my feet forever on this, too, because I didn't really see the sense, but of course I want to collect everything now. It's got the O card there, slides off, and this is in Digipack. Of course, this was before 2009, so it's a little different. I want to make sure nothing's falling out here. Upside down. Stuff doesn't stay on these spindles on these Digipacks as well. Of course, the CD there, the DVD there, and it's just a DVD audio. You get all your surround sounds and everything like that with this. Not much use for me because I've never got a surround sound system. I don't think my setup down here would work too well with it. Of course, this being before 2009, the booklet sits in this little sleeve here instead of in the little pocket like the 2009 On Such does. We'll get that slid back in there. But there's the DVD set of Love. That pretty much, I think, is an end to the compilations there now. So now we're kind of into the singles. And I'm going to start with the promo on this. And this is an odd promo. When I found out about this, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but odd. And I'll start by showing you the little sleeve it came in. It's a blank white envelope. And we pull out what appears to be a Valentine's card. And of course, you can see on there, Baby It's You. So this is from the Live at the BBC. Of course, they did do the single version of Baby It's You. And it literally looks like a greeting card, everything here. And then you open it up. My disc is not missing. I purchased this somewhere, eBay or somewhere, and the seller was very nice packaging it. I don't know if this came with it, but he had a nice little cardboard sleeve there, and he had it packed in a little separate little sleeve there to keep it a little more protected. But there's the disc. But yeah, the disc should normally just sit in there. As a matter of fact, just for the sake of the video here, we'll pop it in there. And I can kind of see why they did it, because it's hard to get in and out of here. But it does stay in there very nice. So, of course, we had the promo. That must mean next we got the disc, the main disc. So this is the Baby It's You single. And this is a US copy. So it's just the picture sleeve there in the front. The back's blank, no booklet or anything. There's the disc. And of course, it's kind of a maxi single, so you got a few more tracks there. Baby It's You was not exclusive to this, even though it was the single. But you got I'll Follow the Sun, Devil in Her Heart, and Boys, which were all unique to this disc. I do believe 2 of the 3, off the top of my head, I'm not sure which ones, have all been reissued on the On-Air Live at the BBC Volume 2. Don't totally quote me on that. But yeah, there's that. And of course, you know I love my Live at the BBC material, so of course having this is definitely had to be in my collection. Up next, this is kind of a new one that got added in, so I don't have it quite sorted in there. But of course, when I got the promo, I'm going to show you the promo first. I do got the Free as a Bird promo. And I had just recently got this, so I haven't quite got it in there yet, but now it'll fit nice now that I moved over that Anthology 3. And of course, there is no sleeve with these. It's just the disc and the case. And they do got the cool little back here, too, under the disc tray. Hard to see. It's got this kind of, but it does say Free as a Bird there. And then just the Beatles drum head there. And it is just Free as a Bird on this, nothing else. Yeah, there's the promo there. Up next, and I still got a price tag on it, too. I got a Free as a Bird. The main Free as a Bird single. And this one, though, a European release. Even a little hype sticker there. I'm not sure what that's for. Let me know in there. That kind of caught my eye there. And I'll open it up here too. Try to make sure that this doesn't go flying there. Just kind of show you the backside here. This one is a Holland pressing. I had to look at that quick. I wasn't sure if it was UK or somewhere else in Europe there. But yeah, I did get that one. And then I also got my US copy. The anthologies I all got at Target. This I remember specifically. I went into just outside of Target in the mall. There was a record store. I can't remember, Sam Goody or something along that line. I remember going into there to get this one. I don't think they had this at Target, or I don't know if we had Walmart at the time. Yeah, we did have Walmart. I didn't shop there as much. Anyways, yeah, believe it or not, our city didn't have Walmart until like the early '90s or something. That probably seems weird to some people. But yeah, there we go. Free as a Bird, the maxi single US version. So up next we got Real Love. And of course I do got the promo on that one. Much like the Free as a Bird one. Just the single song on there. And no booklet or sleeve or anything on the cover here. In the jewel case, but nothing there. We'll open this up so you can see the disc a little better. And I am going to pop the disc out. And it's got that cool apple heart under the tray there. And then this one you can see Real Love. And they're good. They don't got that ribbed or whatever jewel case tray there. And of course, we got the promo. That must mean we got the regular disc next. This is a US copy again. I remember also getting this at that same record store just down from Target in the mall. Can't believe I don't remember the name of it. As a matter of fact, when I was fresh out of high school, I did get a job there. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. I did get a job there. I literally got called to be told I was going to be the assistant manager there. And they called me about the next day, thinking I was going to get, okay, when am I going to come in to get started? And they called me the next day and said, yeah, we're closing down. So I'll show you the track listing there again. I think I don't remember the name because I think it did change different companies a few times in there, and that's maybe why I don't. I positive it was the same goodie at one point. Up next, kind of a controversial set here now. George Harrison definitely didn't like these. And are these really official albums? Are they gray market? I think they're more gray market. They're definitely not bootlegs. They were by kind of an official manufacturer. Of course, Sony Music put these out, and this is the Live at the Star Club. This one's the volume 1. I got all kinds of price tags on the back of the jewel case here, so you should be able to see the track listing there. I would really like to see, seems the Beatles do own the rights to these now, I believe, after that legal battle because of the Sony ones that were put out. Of course, they were put out by a couple of different companies on vinyl in the mid-70s there, mid to late 70s. Somehow Sony ended up with them, and these were released in 91. And of course, George even famously showed up to the trial on it and everything. But yeah, I'd like to see them reissue this using that technology that Peter Jackson got going there for the Get Back film. Really clean these up because they are fun to listen to. These, you can almost say more historical type significance on these versus an actual just sit down and enjoy. But if they could clean up the audio on this, I think this is some fun music. Of course, like I said, I love the Live at the BBC, so of course I'd love this because it's kind of the same material. Just them playing to, not like a studio audience like they did on Live at the BBC, but an actual audience in Hamburg, Germany. But yeah, that was the volume 2. This one, the Beatles Rockin' Live at the Star Club, kind of a compilation of the two. And I think they were just trying to crank out anything they could before the court came down on them there. Yeah, all these came out in 91. And the next one here that I got is the Beatles Bop with Tony Sheridan. This is by Bear Family Records. Came out in, looks like 2001. There's in the fatty jewel case here. We'll open this up. Show you disc 1 there. Again, this is kind of a gray market. I don't know how official it is. Not positive all this is actually the Beatles. I would say a majority of it is, because it looks like it's the same song over and over again. It's different takes of it and that. And I believe one disc is stereo, one disc is mono. And I was really surprised when I got this. It's got quite a booklet here. I'm not going to show you all of it there. Of course, in this, I'm not really showing you the books or that. But yeah, quite a thick book with it. Kind of another variation on the Tony Sheridan sessions and that. And this one, the Beatles' first recordings, is put out by Time Life. So again, is it really official? Is it? I suppose this stuff, it isn't quite as watched and licensed and that. This is kind of a 50th anniversary package of this, and they actually won the Grammy for the book and the packaging with this. Because it does got that book, that Grammy-winning book there, and then it's in a little folio like that. Show you the opened up here with that picture there kind of showing everybody. And again, I think it's very similar to that Beatles bop with what's on here. Stereo and mono on one disc is stereo, one disc is mono. I think it's a lot of the same material, but it's a really cool packaging. I actually got turned on to this by Magical Mystery Mike. If you're seeing this, your video influenced me to get this. He's got an excellent video talking about it. A lot more on the history on it. Most of the knowledge I'm spewing out to you here was all from what I'm remembering from his video. He really does a great job covering the history on everything. So if you haven't checked his channel out, do check it out. I always enjoy when I see he's got a new video out though. And as I was putting this up too, I was realizing package on this, the outside sleeve here is very similar to what the Beatles have been doing with the deluxe editions on the Sgt. Pepper's Anniversary Edition, the Abbey Road Anniversary Edition, the Let It Be Special Edition, and the Revolver Special Edition. You get the 2 CD deluxe. It's very similar to this. I mean, almost spot on, almost like they copied this formula. So the next one up here is going to be one very familiar to everybody recently. A lot of videos were done on this, so of course I had to pick it up after seeing all those videos. Like I said, it's kind of that gray market thing, kind of questionable on the quality and everything. One thing I do got to say, this is Beatles Tokyo, of course the CD and DVD set by Ava Editions, Ava. Of course it's got this little obi strip, and then it's in this kind of book style. I believe they're hand numbered too. I just spotted that again there. It's been a while since I've looked at this package, so. And we'll show you the spine with the obi off there. And of course it opens up. You got your disc in here. Got the book. The book was done very well. I have not watched the DVD. I have listened to the CD. And speaking of that, we'll pull that out. There's your CD. And the DVD with a cool Union Jack on there too. I don't know if I showed the back of the obi very well there. Kind of a cool package. Glad I got it. I have listened to the CD, and yeah, it's questionable on the quality on it, and that was enjoyable enough. What I would like to see, though, is Apple Universal Music actually putting out a package, again, using that Peter Jackson technology. I believe they could clean it up, make a very nice package of their own, clean up that video footage, too, and have a nice little mimic this package, get the money off of it right, so letting some other company do it. And, you know, we all bought this. I'm sure we're all going to buy that too. Get it out there, Apple. Let's see it. And now we're definitely getting into, these are no question, these are bootlegs. My first one up here, I got a collection of Beatles oldies. I believe these are just kind of needle drop transfers direct from vinyl and then put onto CD. Packaging is decent. They mimic the label there nicely. And show the inside there. We'll show you there is something kind of below the tray there, so we'll pull that off. It's pretty much just the back again. And then my next one, I got the Beatles Christmas album. Of course, this is all the flexi disc Christmas greetings from the fan club that was issued out in the 70s on vinyl. Of course, never officially released on CD. They really did a good job with that Apple label, though. But yeah, I just wanted to have this to listen to. And I also picked up a version of Introducing the Beatles. This one's the mono one. And I believe it's the version 2 on the track listing. I believe if you look out there, you can find the version 1 too of this. Again, below the tray here, just another copy of the back there. Would be nice if they'd get a official CD of this and or reissue the vinyl too. And then I also got the stereo version of it. And again, this is the version 2 track listing. And really not much different on this. I'm not even going to pull it out of the tray there. This is exactly the same, just the stereo on the mix there. This one looks a lot like Introducing the Beatles, but it's the Unsurpassed Masters sessions. And I think a lot of these are quite a few of the tracks that were on that Beatles bootleg recordings. Just going to leave it in there again. Hold it up so you can see the tracks here. Next up now, this one straight up. I knew this was a bootleg, but I just wanted to get a nice copy of this, and I am a sucker for the mini LP, even if it's a fake mini LP. They do a good job on this, so I'm really surprised the quality on this. I believe these are some Russian knockoffs. And show you there. And I mean, straight up a mini LP. It's got the booklets and everything. I don't believe there was ever So we got the booklet, we've got it, the Japanese booklet. It's supposedly what's supposed to mimic a inner sleeve. And then of course the disc. And then last but not least of these, again, another bootleg, and this is straight up bootleg. Another one of these mini LP ones. This is Glenn John's mix of Get Back. This I got way before Let It Be was even announced. Similar Obi strip to that other one. Probably got it from the same company there. I'll show you without the Obi hiding there. This does got some bonus material on it too, I remember. So almost was like I was getting a little preview to it. There again, we got, I'm not going to fold this out or anything, but just the tracks and everything with the Japanese one there. And then it does got this inner sleeve, completely made up. Who knows if this is what it would have looked like. And then the disc, of course, on the Apple label. And unlike the Get Back one that they did in the Let It Be Special Edition Super Deluxe set, this is on the green apple, not the sliced apple. But yeah, that was section 3 of What's on the Rack, Top Shelf section 3, episode 3, I guess it'll be. I think we are going to be seeing a change here. I'm pretty sure. I'm probably going to, after the video is done here, I'll probably start rearranging the shelf here and get something changed out on it for episode 4. Anyways, it might continue with Beatles, or we might finally start Paul McCartney. Depends upon how ambitious I get here with this. And the Beatles, it would be questionable on, is it the Beatles or not? It's definitely Beatles music. Anyways, I'm going to be wrapping it up here. Once again, I just want to reiterate to my subscribers, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and hit the notification bell. And if you did like the video, of course, give me a like, and please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you got any of these. Let me know what you think about the bootleg stuff there. Do you got a collection of that or not? That's pretty much all that I got. Probably pretty close to all that I will get. I might get some of those, some more of those if I see some, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm Beetle Dustino, and I'm signing off.